geeked up. Don't come with that weak stuff. Marshawn, I'm in beast mode. I'm a G nigga, live the G code. Off the sauce and I'm geeked up. Don't come with that weak stuff. Marshawn, I'm in beast mode. I'm a G nigga, live the G code.
Yo, you know what it is. We back again as always with another episode. Space City Bros Podcast.
Did you turn off your phone?
Yes, sir. Always.
I don't believe you.
Alright, nigga says nigga whose phone rings.
That's only like twice.
It's more than me.
Mostly you. Your phone has gone off at least 4 times.
No, it has not.
It definitely has.
Anyways, I am
4 times.
One of your hosts, Henny Benny Grass, aka Space City Tev, and to my right, my brethren in arms.
Oh, so you saying your own name now?
Yeah, both of them. So I'm annoyed if you keep fucking up mine.
Nah.
Yeah.
I haven't messed up your name at all.
No, you just keep adding on that extra shit. That's not what I agreed to when I signed this contract that we don't have.
1, there's no contract.
Yeah, that's why I said that we don't have.
2, your name is Tevin, so I'm going to call you Tevin. I'm not calling you Henny because I'm not a cunt.
Space City Tev, and to my right, this asshole.
They know who I am.
Yeah, dickhead. That's what you are.
Yeah,
anyways, we're back again for another week.
I'm doing a thing where I'm not introducing myself anymore.
Okay, this nigga is fucking prima donna ass, prince ass nigga.
Whatever.
We ain't even gone mainstream yet. This nigga already switching shit up.
I do what I want.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Oh, they caught the foul.
This nigga. Anyways, like I said, we back again with another week. Brought to you by nobody because we don't have any sponsors.
Yeah, this guy finally bothers to show up. Doesn't send a message that he's on his way, so I'm completely unprepared. Nothing was set up at all. I'm laying up watching the Rockets game.
As much as we done did this shit, you should know.
No, you just all you have to say is I'm on my way.
You game with your PC anymore, nigga.
All you have to say is I'm on my way, and I had everything preset.
You'll be alright. It took us 5 seconds.
Stop rubbing. The mic picks it up.
Your mic can. My mic's cheap.
The mics pick it up. If you listen to the podcast, you would know that the mics pick it up.
I listen to it. I don't hear that shit. I hear when I fuck with the
mics pick it up.
The tightener. Other than that, I don't hear myself rubbing my knees.
The mics pick it up.
Anyways, what's been going on, Loke?
At the time of this recording, the Rockets are playing the Warriors in Game 3 in Golden State. Golly, how many layups are we going to miss at the rim? Goodness gracious. The Rockets have just been missing just layup after layup at the rim. Goodness. I almost didn't watch this game. I've been rewatching Brooklyn Nine-Nine since I got Hulu, so I just been like watching it, I guess binging, just watching it episode after episode. Yeah. I know there's been new ones, but I haven't seen them, so instead of having it like, oh, you've seen season 7 but not season 1 through 5, want to watch season 1 through 5, I'm just gonna watch it through.
Get it out the way early.
I'm basically gonna treat it like I do The Office, where it's just on with whatever I'm doing in my room.
Whatever you're doing in the background.
Yeah.
I'm actually like rewatching The Office again
until I get through get to the newest season. The Office, I'm up to like double digits watching it all the way through.
Yeah, I think I had season 7, which is pretty much the last good season. Everything after Michael leaves is just
because I think Steve Carell was just wasn't in 8 and 9.
No, he wasn't in 8 and 9. He came back at the last episode
for the finale,
and that was it
for the little piece de resistance. That was a good ending. I ended up watching it on TV. I think when the internet was tripping on my TV, and I just switched to regular television and scrolled through the channels it was on, but it was like the last season. Yeah. So I watched like the whole Dwight trying to court a blonde chick, like the whole Dwight farm with like his siblings and cousins. Yeah. That stuff was weird and whack. And then like him trying to court a local chick, and then like her dad trying to make him pay like half on a tractor that he was gonna rent out to other people.
Oh man.
Yeah, that stuff was whack. And then him Angela being like, oh yeah, it's your kid. It's like what? It's like she's like, yeah, I had to know that you really love me. So you just gonna lie to him? Really, bitch?
Like that hasn't been done before.
Man, fuck Angela. She a bitch. I hate her.
That's the reason why.
First of all, she was always mean to Pam for no reason, calling her hussy and basically insinuating that she has sex with everybody in the office. That's basically sexual harassment. She's a hoe. Okay, she's fucking 2 people in the office. Dwight and Andy. They had a fight over her.
And she was
as she was engaged to Andy, she was still fucking Dwight.
And on top of that, after she left Dwight and Andy, she started dating the senator who was dating Oscar at the same time. And
she was still fucking with Dwight again.
Yeah, still fucking Dwight.
And then had his kid.
Remember when he was trying to find somebody else? So he met that tall ass black haired chick.
Oh, that was Pam's friend.
Yeah, Pam's friend
at their wedding.
Yeah, and he was talking about he's trying to find a good brooding sour or whatever the fuck. And then he fucking ends up actually liking her, so he tries to get out of the contract with
oh yeah, out of
the birthing contract, the fathering contract or whatever.
I think it ended up being was it a birth contract?
Yeah,
it was a birth contract at first. I think at that point it ended up just being an intercourse contract where they just had to have sex 5 times.
Oh my god!
When they went into the storage room, he was like, "Did you warm yourself up?" She's like, "No." It's like, "Why do I have to do it every time?" And it's like, "Stop kissing me! Stop kissing me!"
Oh my god!
Yeah, but Angela, hoe, fuck her. Yeah. She lied to Dwight that it wasn't his kid when it was. So fuck you.
Whose kid was it supposed to be? The senators?
She was trying to pretend that it was the senators because she was like, "Oh, they watched Thor and got drunk." But it was like pretty much, and then she was trying to say, "Oh, it was premature," but then it was like a 9-pound baby. And as soon as Dwight went, he was like, "Yeah, that's my kid. It looks just like me. Got beady eyes and a big face."
Oh my god!
And then he was trying to like plot to get his DNA. Like he tried to have the employee badge picture. And then he stole the diaper. And like she chased him in a car. And then he had Mose have a decoy car. She chased that down.
The Office is pretty good. It would never happen in real life America, but The Office is pretty good. Me and my girl was talking about that shit the other day. She's like, I was like, you can't have a boss like Michael and him still be your boss. You know
you could in like 2007 to 2010, but 2018 now you can't. He sexually harassed so many people.
He'd have been
out.
That racial bias train or whatever the fuck that shit was.
Yeah, that was horrible.
He would have been over, bro. He would have been done.
He wouldn't have made it past episode 3. He had so many.
Bro, we was like, what the fuck does Michael do all day? They never specifically said what he does.
He does nothing.
Yeah, he just bullshits around. Just
like a quarter of the time he might actually work. Like he just reveals how little work he does. Like he just BS around. He eats cookies. He basically his, like everything about him is everything other than him actually getting work done.
Bro.
And most of the time he only gets work done when it's like his job is on the line.
Yeah, when the company, not even when his job is on the line, when the company's job as a whole, when a company as a whole is on the line, that's when his team somehow miraculously gets all the sales that they need. When the branch was folding, they got all the sales that they needed.
No, his branch was they closed the branch, and they were gonna put Scranton into the Stanford branch, and then they went to Stanford. He was like, "Oh no, I leveraged this job to a junior executive at Staples." And she was like, "This whole thing was to keep you." So then got merged the other way. He didn't really survive, but then like after that, it was like, oh, now they're the most successful branch. Like after that,
yeah.
But that's after he made the whole merger branch quit. He made every single person quit, but 2 people, Karen
Andy and Karen.
Yeah,
but then Karen got her own little office manager job. In the end, she went and became manager over at what was it? I think it was the New York.
No, it wasn't New York. I want to say it was Ithaca or something.
Was it? Yes, New York. Ithaca is New York.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, like corporate. She was just, I can't remember which one. I want to say Ithaca, but I might
She
that
found
might just
out
be from a different episode.
that fucking Pam fuck. What's Jim? Pam and Jim had a thing, so she gets upset at Jim and leaves. After Pam blew up his whole spot at the little beach team getaway shit, I was like, that's fucked up. She's like, oh my god, we used to be really close, and now we're not, and that sucks. I gave up my marriage for you.
Like, oh.
Bitch, what is you doing? Why is you saying this? I couldn't. I would have been petty. Bitch, I went all the way to another side of the goddamn state for you, cause of you.
Yeah, and it blew up in his face when he ended up going right back.
Going right back, bro. Then tried to leave again. It's like, yeah, no, I don't like this shit. I want to leave again.
Nah, but then he didn't want to leave because he couldn't leave Pam.
Yeah.
I saw a Twitter post that was talking about like all the bad things Pam was like. Somebody said like
manipulative.
They said she cheated on Roy.
She did.
With who?
With Jim.
They didn't do anything.
I'm pretty sure they did anything. They did some things.
No.
They kissed.
Jim kissed her. He
She
came
ain't
up and
stopped
kissed her. Yeah, but this was like, no, I'm getting married.
After she like
After
held on for a minute.
He came and kissed her, and then she was like, no, I'm getting married. She said no.
But then
also, she was
off the wedding.
Also, she was engaged for 3 years.
If you ain't getting married in like 2, you're not getting married.
There was no end in sight till they had the booze cruise.
Yeah.
So
just give it up. Oh man.
No, you should direct all that ire to Angela because she's a bitch and I hate her.
Nah, Pam.
Nah, fuck Angela.
Pam was manipulative.
Nah.
Pam.
She
manipulated.
Nah, she has some poor decision making, but
awful decision making.
But
and she's not that good of an artist.
Okay, now you just a hater. Now you just a hater.
She's not that good enough artist.
Now you just hating.
Oh my god! Doesn't Jim leave eventually, and he goes and starts sports betting?
He was.
It
was like sports. I think it was representation, but he was doing part time, and then this when the season went to crap. The whole post Michael era went to crap.
Yeah,
he was doing that part time, and then like his marriage was getting fucked up with Pam. And then
he was always away, and
they started the bullshit with the cameraman and cameraman getting friendly and becoming a character.
Another bad fucking Pam quality.
Nah, that doesn't count.
As it does.
No, it's in season.
Same shit she did with Jim.
No, it's in season 8 and 9. It doesn't exist to me. It's crap. It was stupid.
So as far as you're concerned, the show ended when Michael left.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. Show it just wasn't funny. You came all of the shenanigans start with Michael.
Yeah. Or they heavily involve Michael. There's almost no shenanigans in the show that didn't involve Michael.
Yeah, you can follow Jim and Dwight for a minute, but that gets boring after a while. It's just Jim fucking picking on Dwight.
Like without Dwight and Michael, it's just like they just be a functioning office with some ass.
Just be a basic, like you go. The people would take calls, go to work, and then every once in a while Jim would get annoyed by somebody, so he would fuck with them, and then that's it.
No, Jim wouldn't even mess with him. He'd be like, "Oh, I hate this job so much." He'd just be dead inside. Without Michael, it's just like now you only have Dwight, but Dwight most of the time is playing off of Michael.
True.
So
I mean, not
most of the time he's playing off of Michael. It's like Michael doing something, and then Dwight either wants to be in, or is in the middle of it, or is a part of it. Like that's all. Or
the cause of it.
Yeah, or like Michael wants to do something, and Dwight's like, "Yeah, I want to be in," and then Michael's like, "Nah," and then Dwight reacts, and then Jim plays off of Michael a lot of the time.
I didn't know the dude who plays Ryan is an executive producer of that show.
Yes, BJ Novak.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. Which sounds familiar. Like, now that I hear his name, it sounds like I've seen his name a lot, though.
He was on Inglourious Bastards.
Who did he play?
He was part of the crew that was with
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, he's
Brad
part
Pitt
of
loves
Brad
killing
Pitt's
Nazis.
crew.
Like Brad Pitt will take a pay cut if it means he gets to play a general that goes off on his own and kills Nazis. It's like,
I don't know the validity of that claim.
think about it. He played the German soldier the American soldier in Inglourious Basterds. Then he had another one that was about World War II that he played another like unit leader commander. That one had Shia LaBeouf in it. And I think he had another movie about killing Nazis.
Let me tell you something.
Verdun. It was some shit.
Let me tell you something. I do not keep up with actors in general.
I'm just saying.
I especially do not keep up with white actors.
Brad Pitt loves to kill Nazis.
If I see it, I see it. If I don't, I really did not.
Brad Pitt's one of those actors where it's like, yeah, he's a good actor, but like at the same time, you don't really know him from anything. It's like super special. I mean, other than like being.
I mean, I saw Burn After Reading. I love that movie.
I didn't even see that movie.
Burn After Reading.
No.
It's a good you're ready to go to bed movie.
It's
like after the first, it's a good like 11 o'clock movie. You know, it's kind of late. Kind of winding your day down. You can just watch Burn After Reading.
Burn After Reading is on.
Yeah, it doesn't get you high. It doesn't get you low. It just keeps you in a good middle. You can chuckle at parts and stuff.
Nah. I think
it's with the dude who's like he started doing a bunch of Squarespace commercials where he was trying to like it was like a dentist who had the website who had the domain name that was his name, so he kept like calling the dude like give me the website and he was yelling at him. Shit was funny. It's that guy. He's like angry the whole movie. It's a funny watch. But you're not finna be like crying or nothing, but it's just like
yeah.
It's a good late
chuckle
movie.
Watch. Like you gotta go to work in the morning, but you can't sleep.
you start that movie, you set your sleep timer for an hour.
By the time before it ends, you out.
It's like either you hit the sleep timer and you're good to go to sleep, or you hit it and you're like, I'll watch it all the way through, and then you go to sleep. You get a good night's sleep with that movie on.
But like he don't really have no defining characters. Like even in his most popular movies, he still doesn't have any really like. When you think about Tom Cruise, you think about
Mission Impossible. Honestly.
You think about Matt Damon. You think about
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon has a lot of.
I mean, he has Good Will Hunting, but other than that, I kind of don't care.
The Bourne series.
I completely forgot about the Bourne series. I haven't watched any of them in so long.
I've seen the first one. I still haven't watched the second or the third one.
Dude, you have to watch The Bourne Supremacy. That movie was so good.
Which one was that? That was the second one?
Yeah.
That was the one after his girl got killed, right? Or was that the which one? His girl got killed in the first one.
It's in
right?
Bourne Supremacy.
Okay, because I know he was driving with her or something.
He was in India, I think. I'm gonna say India. I think he was in India, and then just living. He was writing down his dreams and stuff, and then they sent somebody after him. Kills his girl, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm running them down."
I'm going.
My favorite part where he's at the embassy. And they have him in the room with the dude, and the lady's like, wait, they have Jason Bourne? No, I'm getting on a plane now. Do not let him go anywhere. And
that nigga was trying to leave.
No, and then the dude that was in the room with him is on the phone. He's like, yeah, he's right here. And then Bourne, like, the whole time he wouldn't react when the dude was trying to interrogate, but here is like, yeah, I hear him right here. He's like, slightly looks up and he's like, oh shit, it's time for Bourne mode. And the dude hangs up the phone. He tries to draw his gun and instantly incapacitates him in like 4 moves. Like it's like he just drops them both. And he's just like and it just leaves. Bro, it was just like a freaking snake ready to strike. Like he was just sitting there like, who are you, what are you doing? It's like and it's like, oh yeah, we have him right here. He's like,
Just exactly what I need.
And just puts down everybody and leaves.
Who do you think will win in the fight? John Wick or Jason Bourne?
John Wick or Jason Bourne? I don't know. I haven't seen John Wick. I haven't seen either of those
John
movies.
Wick is a pretty good movie. The first one is pretty good. The second one's kind of cheesy. I'm not going to lie.
They've been on my list to watch, but I have so much content I need to watch. I'm so far behind.
The next one comes out this time next year.
I did see like the clip of Lawrence Fishburne in it. Nah, it was pretty whack. That's pretty whack. Pretty whack performance.
Lawrence Fishburne, you gotta give respect to the OGs. They just bring Lawrence Fishburne out whenever they need like an old black man with a raspy voice to seem all magical and shit.
Yeah, but that clip I saw was whack. I was like, what the hell is he supposed to be doing?
What was I finna say? They fucked up the Bourne games. They really should just gave Matt Damon his money, let him be the character in it, and just they made it too like those games where you gotta press the button to do an action.
Oh, quick timing.
I hate that shit.
I remember playing it when you had it, and you had to like fight a dude in like
the fighting was dope.
You had to fight a dude in like a barn, and that fight was so difficult.
Bro, the fighting is really good because it's like the NPC still has like, it's not like the NPC is just some basic levelly trained nigga. Like the NPC can throw hands.
I think you have to do like a lot of counter punching.
Yeah, counter punching. A lot of. It's like a chess move, but the game itself was just whack as fuck. I was like,
yeah, that was that era. Pretty much all movie games were whack.
What game would you like to see? What movie or TV show would you like to see turn into a game?
Does it have to be one that doesn't already have a game?
Or it can be a better game or
Matrix.
Matrix?
Yeah. The Matrix.
See, I can see that.
The Matrix was too great a universe. The only is like the Matrix was too great and game technology wasn't up there with it yet.
Yeah.
Like if we like with the God damn, I can't talk. Cause I'm looking at TV.
That's the reason why you can't talk.
If they had like the level of like CGI and effects,
yeah,
of like modern day, like they make. Let's see, it could be Grand Theft Auto graphics and then like just up to date, kind of controlling and physics and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you can get really good physics. I can't think of any particular game where you could just mimic those physics, but with the good crew, you can make a Matrix game. I mean, they had the Matrix Online. It's funny because I bought it. I got the game. I had downloaded it on my old computer, but I couldn't get it. For whatever reason, I couldn't figure out how to get it to work.
Yeah.
To let me play. That was so upsetting. I was like right there on the cusp. But yeah, you can make a modern version of Matrix Online. It's basically GTA Online, except you can jump high.
Right, run through buildings. That'd be pretty dope though. Like have some people be agents, some people be fucking whatever the fucks, and some people just be random NPCs.
Yeah, because
random PCs.
The Matrix Online had like, I want to say like gunman. Oh, let me look it up. It's like gunman, hacker, and then like field something.
Field op.
Like one person was good at guns, one person was good at like hand to hand combat, one person was good at hacking. Matrix.
If I had to choose a TV show, I definitely would choose Supernatural. Supernatural has so much lore in it that like that's easily a 5-year game. Just off, like not even if you go by the TV show.
So in what style would it be?
It'd probably be more like there's two trains of thoughts. You can have it be open world, like an open world non-linear with like scattered missions, something like a Far Cry where you can pick and choose what type of missions you can do. Like, oh, you got a ghost sighting in this area, you got to go to Wyoming, or you got a vampire hive in this area, you got to go to Texas, or you got a fucking werewolf colony over here, you got to go here, and then you have like a main mission thing, or it could be more linear. You just follow the story. Either way, I think it'd still be pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? If you go the other route, you can create your own hunter, create your own.
What was the game where you could like mercenaries? Where like it was like 3 factions, and you can pick which faction you can align with.
Fucking game. I forgot
like have it like that where
game.
like
that
you could
game had a lot of potential.
You can align with like a specific faction, or you can pit them against each other.
Yeah. But I think it would really depends on the person. Like if they want to go super OD with it, then you could probably be a vampire or a werewolf. But like,
or they could do it like
that's more like an online thing though.
Or they could do it like a subdued God of War where you have to like go through stuff, but you end up like interacting with all these
different
creatures and things. I
think it'd be pretty good. I'm surprised they really haven't made a Supernatural game yet.
They probably can't get the licensing.
CW need to give it up because let's be honest, CW don't really have a lot of dope shows.
Is that Shaq? That's Shaq. He's on a horse.
Oh, Horse probably hate himself right now.
Horses are really strong. That's a big ass horse.
I'm not finna let this nigga just as big as me get on me. Fuck that shit.
Nah, a horse is bigger than Shaq.
That's assault.
You mean abuse?
Abuse, whatever.
So the Matrix had hacker, coder, and operative. Too bad I will not be playing it.
You probably find it now online or somewhere. It probably has like a thriving community you don't know about. That's a lot of these old ass games. We having thriving ass communities that people just don't know about. It don't be like playing 2K, but you might have like 100, 200 people in the world or some weird shit. Like what's that? RuneScape? Old ass fucking game. Still has a strong ass community. Which is weird because I hated that fucking game. But it was just something to pass the time in period. Whenever you got a chance to be next to a computer back in school, you either put on fucking Halo. Somebody had Halo in a flash drive, or you find a way to get past the school blocks and download RuneScape. I never made it past like the first. Like I got bored. I don't give a fuck about this stupid shit. I don't care about killing boars to get out of these plain brown clothes. And then you would get killed and have to go all the way back to the beginning again.
I wasn't up for the MMORPGs that much.
I don't like that shit.
Even I've straight up played that Visual Boy shit.
Bro.
No, it wasn't Visual Boy. I'm gonna find out what that was.
What you talking about?
The Naruto game thing.
Oh.
I can't remember what the platform was supposed to. It's not Visual Boy because that's the emulator, but it wasn't an emulator.
Oh my god. Big Dirty Mo, I hit the.
So I kind of want to go back. I want to learn some instruments.
Don't you know how to play piano?
Not anymore.
I feel the same way about clarinet. I looked at my clarinet the other day and I was like, I don't even remember how to read music anymore, which is sad because like it's not a key thing to know, but like.
It's a skill set.
Yeah.
I haven't had a piano lesson since high school when my piano teacher was before he was going to races. Nowadays he was now as an adult I realized he was really insensitive to race. Like
racist.
Is a white no, he wasn't like racist. Like he didn't just dislike black people, but he
definitely didn't have a preference for him.
Yeah.
This was called racism.
Nah, right? he wasn't neutral enough. Cause
it's neutral. It's like being indifferent to everybody. But if you really indifferent to a certain select group, it's called racism, guy.
He was this quirky white dude with an Indian wife. He had just had a baby, and like when I wouldn't want to go to piano because you just paid for the weeks you went. So if I didn't want to go, or if I didn't bother to go, we wouldn't pay. And then the dude behind me was so the time before me was this kid named Wyatt, and then my time I think we did half-hour increments, or maybe it was an hour. I don't remember anymore. And then after me was Jazz.
Oh, I remember Jazz. So shout out to Jazz.
Jazz was like doing 3 sports. It was modeling and acting and all that shit. So
I wonder if he still acts.
But we should IMDb him. Right. But he didn't always show up to the lessons, or if he did, he might end up coming late, coming from like a practice or some shit.
Yeah.
So like on my lessons, he'll be like, "Oh, we could go over a little bit." Jazz is always late. It's like, what? Why are you saying that? Like he would do that all the time, and then like what really went over it was that so like if we didn't go, you didn't pay for those weeks, and so it got to one point where maybe I was only showing up like every other week because I just didn't feel like going or whatever. I don't remember why I wasn't going as much, but he was kind of saying to me, he was like, yeah, you know, on the weeks you don't go, you don't pay for those weeks, but then that's money that that's money out of our pocket that we're not getting, and whatever. But it was like I was only like 13 at the time, and it was my mom paying.
Yeah.
And it was like, that's And like when I told her about it, she was like, "No, hell no, that was inappropriate conversation for him to be having with the child. When it's I'm the adult, I'm the one paying you. If that's going on, you should be talking to me. You shouldn't be having a whole spiel to this child about it."
And even then, it's like, motherfucker, if I don't want to come to a lesson, you don't know what my situation is. Like, I don't understand your situation. You don't know my situation. If that's money that you don't get for the week, nigga, get a regular job.
Hustle
fuck
up.
Out of here.
Hustle the fuck up.
Get better clients. Get more clients. Like, what the fuck?
And then he was really fixated on Gold Cup. It was like this thing you had to do at U of H. And you had to memorize. I think you had to memorize. I remember you having to memorize 2 pieces, so you had to just like you couldn't. I'm not remembering it that well anymore, but I don't think.
UIL?
No, it wasn't UIL. But basically, you had.
I know what you're talking about.
You had to score. You had to score well enough 3 different times to get the actual trophy. Yeah. Trophy was on like this big. It was on like.
They gave us.
It's on like 6 inches tall.
Like, we had one of those. For the school, went to UIL.
But it was only once a year you could do it, so you had to just learn. And then I feel like you couldn't actually bring your sheet music. Like you couldn't play off the music. You can bring it to look at it, but you had to just play it from memory. So basically, I would spend half the year just learning to play a piece, but not really learning how to like play the piano. I would just learn to play those pieces, and that was like the emphasis. And then we'd end up playing it at Christmas, or I would learn like two Christmas songs to play at Christmas. And it's like I didn't after a certain time, it's like don't feel like I've actually gotten any better. Like I can't play the other songs in the book that we bought for the Gold Cup piece. I can only play the song that I meticulously learned to play. And it's like, am I really learning anymore? So with all that, I just stopped going, and that was the last time I had piano lessons.
Shit, we had that too. We had it's kind of funny because when I first started playing clarinet, I was really bad at it. Like, I just wouldn't do my scales. Like, I would never do my scales. I would never practice it or whatever the fuck. And then it's so funny. So we had like different types of bands. So you had one band it was like me, Jermaine, Ned Gibbs, and shit. And we were better players. We just did not give a fuck. Like, especially Ned. Ned was really good. Didn't care at all. And so we had a competition come up. It's UILs come up, right? So like you said, you had to learn a piece of music, and you learn the shit. And you go to UIL, and you know what I'm saying, you if you did good, you get like a little medal or whatever the fuck. So I don't know if everybody got the sheet music. I know I got the sheet music, right? So I'm practicing, nigga. I would get down. I got the first part down, and then it came to this one part where the pace would change up, so it would be like da 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 da, right? I fucked that shit up all the way. I would rush through it trying to hit all the keyholes, because the clarinet's long, and like it would start at the top and then come at the bottom and go back up to the top and go to the middle. Like, it just kept shifting, right? And so I sucked at that part, right? So I tried to play it the first half as good as I could, and then fuck off the last half, and then it circled around back to the beginning. So killed that shit. So I did the little competition and shit. Right, I'm just for the judges. I'm smiling. I'm yes sir, no sir, thank you ma'am, no ma'am, all that good shit, right? Nigga. So I did the competition. Did exactly what I was doing. Did good in the beginning. Came to the middle. Did good on the first part of the middle. Fucked up the last part of the middle. Circled back around to the beginning. Finished. Right. I'm thinking, I came to this bitch and got dressed up for no fucking reason for me to be embarrassed in front of these white people and shit. Right, for all these niggas who's probably first chair and shit at their school, and I'm in like second class, shitty nigga part of class or whatever. Nigga, tell me why I won. Nigga, I don't know if I would, but I got a medal. I got a piece of paper and a medal that said, congratulations, you're whatever the fuck. I was like, is this supposed to go to me?
Now you're in better shape. You might just got a participation.
No, nigga, it said it had my name on it,
unless just people in middle school are just terrible at instruments.
Bro, no, these niggas was like the first to the actual people who was in band. They did good. They were really good. I remember my teacher tried to put me in with them niggas. Cause at like my second year, I got good at the shit out of nowhere. Like
I remember you having to bring that stupid clarinet on the bus day after day.
I got good at the shit out of nowhere. Like I got really good at the shit out of nowhere. Like I wasn't as bad as I was, but I was a lot better than a lot of motherfuckers. And so you try to put me with the real band and shit, the niggas who do concerts and all that bullshit. Nigga, I sucked. I stopped caring, dog. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go get CTE. I don't want to do this no more.
Yeah, I don't think band was. I don't think the clarinet was really.
That's not a nigga
affecting your mental health for the better. I don't think you. I don't think you was staving off your future Alzheimer's and dementia.
Nah. The fuck? No. I'm gonna go look, nigga. And on top of that, I was the only dude really playing the clarinet, and I'm big as shit. So
yeah, that's what somebody said. You was like way too big to be trying to hold the clarinet.
The only thing that fucked me up is because when we first fucking got to middle school, you had the electives. You had to choose which one you want to do. So I chose band like a fucking idiot. Everybody else was in shop or some shit. I chose band to be different. Fucking Kanye ass nigga.
Yeah, I didn't. I probably could have. I did art over and over. I did. No, that's all I can remember is doing art.
Yeah. So they had a thing where you had, if you wanted to play a brass instrument, you had to make a sound, right? I couldn't do the sound. Like you know.
Oh, so you couldn't play like a
I couldn't
trumpet
do brass. No, so I had.
You couldn't. They couldn't give you percussion. You couldn't got a big ass drum.
That was the only other option. It was I can't remember. I forgot my band teacher's name, but he was like, "Oh, why don't you try the woodwind?" So then he got me to do the woodwinds. I could do it. He told me, "What you want to play?" He gives me the fucking clarinet. Didn't even. I didn't even know what a saxophone was until I saw somebody else played it. I was like, how come I couldn't?
But that's brass.
No, but it's different. Saxophone is the woodwind still because the way you play it, when you play brass, you got to blow through the tube. It's like a funnel that you blow through. When you play woodwinds, you put the reed tip. The reed tip stops the sound and which creates the motion of air and shit. Saxophones, they use wood tips. They're brass, but they're wood tip instruments. This nigga just gave me the clarinet and was like, "Here, have fun."
They're like, "You figure that out. I don't care."
Nigga, big as shit. I'm like 5'9" in middle school, fucking 200 pounds, trying to hold this little ass piece of wood between my head. I was like, you know what? Let me go hit somebody. Get all this aggression out.
Crack some skulls.
Yeah. It's either that it was swimming. First of all, I'm already in fucking tights trying to swim during the summer, getting talked about, and then on top of that, I'm playing this little ass instrument. A lot of niggas think I'm probably gay as fuck, bro.
You probably could have did swimming instead.
I should have did swimming.
Ah, come on! He blew that too. Golly, that was as wide open as you was gonna get.
My teacher really said to you.
Here you go. You playing this.
To the day I can't believe this nigga was like, next best option, woodwinds.
Clarinet. Here you go.
Here you go.
Very tiny
you definitely
object.
Play a clarinet. This nigga play a clarinet.
You will blow through this tiny tube.
This tiny
tube.
Get
that. Throw it up. Oh, that's a layup. He better not miss it. Okay.
Be the only boy in the band.
Yeah, I want to play bass guitar. I want to learn how to. I want to learn.
I do too.
I want to get back on the piano, and I might buy one, and then I want to learn the bass and the electric guitar. I like when black people include electric guitar in songs. It always comes out just really great.
Kiss it better, baby. I think bass guitars look better though. Bass guitar is so cool. You just playing the same string over, just vibing out to it. Electric guitar, them niggas, it's like bass guitar would be like weed. Electric guitar is definitely coke.
Okay, that was very unnecessary comparison. I mean,
it's just honestly though.
It's just
bass guitar is so
I have no frame of reference for either of those.
The
So
bass
that
guitar
was
is just sporadic. The bass guitar just comes in unnecessary places. Well, I got a skit idea. Now I'm thinking about that shit. Just comes in at unnecessary. You just be chilling here in the bass guitar, and next thing you hear is wow, 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 wow.
But see, the electric guitar was very crucial in funk. Like the bass was literally the bass.
Yeah.
Like the bass was
Boom,
like
boom, boom, boom.
the bass was the foundation, and then the electric guitar was like your was like the crown, was the crown molding.
Yeah.
That was the walk-in shower and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you could live without it, but it's like if you got it,
like
if you got it, like you gotta have the whole thing. You gotta have that in your crown molding and your wood floors.
I only want to see you dancing in the purple rain.
Hey, here's a question:
rain.
Is water wet?
No,
Why?
because water is already water. Water can't be wet.
Okay.
Yeah. You can submerge shit in water and then take it out, then it's wet. But water itself is not wet.
Okay. Is dirt dirty?
Now you're just being an asshole. Is that real a question that you wrote down?
No. Is dirt dirty?
No.
Okay. I agree with you.
Yeah. Who the fuck comes up with what? Is water wet?
Okay, the third question, I don't have an object to okay. So you know the paper towel roll, it got the cardboard thing. Does that have a hole in it?
No. It's just a tube. Tubes don't have holes in them.
Nah, you're wrong.
No, tubes don't have holes in them.
You're wrong.
No.
You're wrong.
You can't.
You know what a hole is? It's just an opening.
But that's necessary. But if it's tube,
so if it's a tube, it has a hole. Because you can have a hole. You can have a tube that's closed and you can't put anything on.
You put a hole. If you take this table, it's
hold on. Just hold on. Just hold that thought.
Oh my God, what is this nigga doing? Oh my jeez. Oh jeez. This nigga went and found. Did you just plan this?
No, but I knew I had this because this is what bulk carriers come in. Ow! So,
oh shit.
This is when you buy a bulk carrier. This is what it comes in.
Yeah.
This is closed on the end.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have any holes.
Yeah.
Take off the end.
Now it has
that's now a hole.
Yeah.
So tubes have holes.
Yeah.
A hole is just an opening. We think of hole conditionally of something that you punctured.
I mean, not even
that's
necessarily
not, but a hole technically is an open. Like if I take off the outlet thing, that's a hole.
But where does the hole stop when you open two different ends?
They're both the holes. A hole is not a finite thing.
They're both the holes. I'm sorry.
A hole is not a finite thing. Like if I taped it and sealed the bottom, it opened the other end. That's just one hole.
Yeah.
But if I did it to the other side, it's still a hole. If it's not, no. See,
the whole thing
you're trying to make the hole a concrete thing. It's not defined. It's just a hole is just an opening. If there's two holes that create a tube, those are just two holes.
If it has two openings, then that's like saying.
Just because it was designed to have two openings doesn't mean they're just not both holes.
It wouldn't be it's not a hole if it's designed to have two openings.
Yeah, the hole is just in the opening.
If it's closed,
see, you're thinking the hole as a puncture.
No, I'm just saying as in general,
a hole is a hole.
It has like if it's closed, like this bottle is closed right now. You open it, the hole is at the top, right?
Yeah.
But you wouldn't open it at the top and the bottom and be like, oh, I have two holes.
Yeah, you just say the top hole and the bottom hole.
It's a tube.
No, but this is not designed to be. This is not put together to be a tube.
Right now, this table is solid. If I push a hole through it, you'd be like, what?
That's a hole because you just said hole.
But if this table, so are those holes? Well, yeah, those are holes.
See, your argument is you just proved my argument.
I'm trying not to.
A hole is just an opening. Your mouth is a hole. Your nostrils are a hole. Your ear is a hole. Where your eye fits in, that's a hole. a hole is just an opening. Your freaking digestive tract is a tube. There's two ends. They're both holes.
I guess I can see what you're saying.
There you go. A hole is just an opening.
I guess I can see what you're saying.
You get stabbed. That's a hole. A hole is just an opening.
But
whether or not it was designed, if it's an opening, it's like a hole.
It has an entrance and an outrance.
Excellent.
And oh my god,
a hole is a hole.
Let's go to the next question because I just said outrance. I'm wrong.
No, I give up. What you got? That's all I got. Oh yeah. The Texas goodbye is just have a good one. So that's part of that's
like some shit white
that's an addition to the Texas.
I say that shit all the time.
That's an addition to the Texas duel rules. If both people survive,
are you adding this or
yeah? If both people survive,
you're adding this now. Oh, is it something that's a part of it?
It's a realization. So if more than two people survive the end of the duel, if there's two people left at the end of the Texas duel rule, nobody says goodbye. They just both say have a good one and leave. That's it. It is highly accepted as goodbye.
So I shot you. You didn't die. You shot me. I didn't die. Well, I guess our differences our life-ending differences are solved at that point.
All right. Look, you just both get up.
Yeah.
Look, you both get up.
Check yourselves for bullet wounds.
You either take your rib or you just hand the gun back to the witnesses. And you be like, all right, have a good one.
Have a good one.
And you both get in your car and leave.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you killed my daughter and my wife, but have a good one.
I mean, the duel is over. There's nothing you can do anymore.
What happened to you and Cletus's duel? Well, he shot first, and then I shot, and then I went to stab him, but my blade broke, and he didn't even have one. He said he left his at the house, and so we just shook hands, said let's let bygones be bygones, and we went our separate ways. But he raped and killed your wife. We went our separate. We did it by the law. God damn it.
Yeah, we did it by the law of Texas. Yeah, let it go unless you challenge him to another duel.
It was God's will.
Look, unless you challenge him to another duel, it's over now.
You do like the fucking Republicans. It was God's will. Oh yeah.
You gotta move on with your dual life. What do you got? Oh my goodness, how many layups are we just gonna miss? Goodness. I'm just missing layups.
How many rappers does your mom know?
I have no idea.
My mom knows who Meek Mill is. I don't think she's ever heard of a song of his, but all the controversies that she has, she knows who Meek Mill is.
He through the sports and stuff, he got really public. Then he's been talking about like the prison system.
Reform,
yeah. I think with the whole Super Bowl, it really like made him public.
But I was talking to a homeboy of mine at work, and we was talking about how Fortnite got so big, and I was like, I said at the beginning Fortnite was pretty big. It was competing with PUBG. It was right behind PUBG, but once Drake got,
it was before Drake.
I still don't feel like
it was before Drake.
Once Drake started playing with Ninja,
it's the fact that Drake was on it. That's how big it was. Drake didn't make it big. It was big, therefore Drake got on it.
I'm not saying Drake made it big. I'm still saying that it was competing with PUBG. Now it's just blown PUBG out.
It had by the time they just started. How am I saying three different things? By the time once they started like updating it consistently and constantly, it had gotten bigger than PUBG. Like, PUBG did the second map, and that was like the end of it being big. And then like NBA players started being on it and stuff.
Yeah, but that's
at that point, it's past PUBG.
But I feel like it was big, but like it wasn't a colossal giant that it is now. I feel like once Drake hopped on and started playing, and once people realized that Drake played that shit and he did that game with one of the biggest Fortnite players, it's taking the fuck off.
No, I disagree.
I feel like it's taking the fuck off. It wasn't until Drake hopped on and
Drake, it was big. It was way big. Then Drake got on,
and it became a
it just became it was already big by the time Drake got on. It just that then now Channel 2 News is talking about it at 11. The game was already past PUBG.
But, okay,
it's just the fact that Channel 2 News is talking about it.
Say that, even if
like
you say
Drake didn't move the needle. The game was already bigger than PUBG. Because it's free and they've been just adding shit.
You saying that Drake didn't have no influence on the game being what it is now?
No.
You
it's the fact
Drake had any influence?
No, it's the fact
Drake playing had
absolutely not. It's the fact that they've been tweaking the game and adding things to it constantly. Drake being on it just took it from people who actually play games and pay attention to a bunch of 40-year-olds being like, oh, what is this Fortnite? That's the only difference. But you still
But
the game was already in people's hands. It was already.
That's what I'm saying.
It was already millions of downloads. The only difference is who's talking about it. That's the only difference.
It's just ridiculously big now.
Yeah, but that's because they've been adding stuff to it.
Rocket League, and
that's because they've been adding.
Overwatch.
That's because they've been adding stuff to it.
Had not been this big.
Well, Overwatch is a lot more niche. Like you gotta. That's like a whole strategy.
But at one point, it was the biggest game in the world, was it not?
Yeah, but that at the same time, that's more strategy.
That's what I'm saying with Fortnite now. It wasn't until people start realizing that celebrities play this game,
battle. Specifically
Drake.
No.
That this shit
the difference
blew
is
the fuck up.
Overwatch is like tactical shooter. Like you have to know which character to use in what situation and how. So you can't just jump in Overwatch, just play, and be like, ha 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 ha, having fun. Because if you deep into the game like that, you're gonna be upset that somebody's trying to use fucking like Genji or something. They're like, oh, that's the only person I play.
Yeah,
it doesn't have the same net that PUBG and freaking what's the game called again? Fortnite would have. It doesn't have the same kind of reach. Now Fortnite, you could just jump in a game and you could just descend into chaos and do whatever.
But I feel like
it's not like it was way big for Drake to even play it, and the fact that it's free and like a bunch of NBA players play it. Now it's like instead of pretty much only people who are actually playing the game who know about it, now everybody Channel 2 News, Channel 11, like your mom could watch the news at 9 a.m. and they're gonna say something about Fortnite because Drake, only because they found out Drake was playing it. That doesn't affect who's playing the game at all.
No, it
doesn't affect who's playing the game. The game is already big. The only difference is who knows about it. But that's not affecting.
That's what I'm saying though.
Okay, so we're just thinking.
We're on the same.
We're saying we're just thinking in two different lanes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I say that, when I mean by Drake, pretty much
because I'm thinking
Drake playing, brought it into the mainstream, and you can't lie and say Drake
there's no such thing as mainstream.
There is mainstream. Like you just said,
it's not like music where you actually consume it. Like
you yourself just said.
No, but that doesn't. Before I'm saying that he didn't affect who's on the game.
I'm quoting you, bro. You yourself said that before Fortnite, it was just mostly a gamer's game. Like people who game knew about the shit.
People with an Xbox.
I'm saying until Drake, it was on PC, Xbox, and it was on.
Yeah, I'm saying like if you had a game system, you knew about Fortnite. The only difference Drake has made is that people like freaking.
It was big, but until Drake started playing with Ninja, and people realized that Drake plays this game too. Oh, a bunch of other celebrities play. Lil Yachty plays this game too. Oh. Post Malone, Ben Simmons,
fuck Post Malone.
Fuck Post Malone. Such and such play this game too. This shit, it just, bro, it's like Minecraft when it first came out. Remember how big Minecraft was?
But see,
it's still in the same to me, in the same thought. Like, this was big.
It's different.
But now it's just a whole entity of itself.
It's different because Minecraft.
It's different.
It's different. Minecraft has been out for forever before everybody got on it. This game hasn't been out for forever. That was the PVE mode like, that was out for 3. That was in like the beta for 3 years, and it just in the last year they added the battleground mode after PUBG blew up. But people finding out Drake has been on it has not affected how many people are actually playing the game.
I think it has, because it's everybody's playing it now.
No, everybody was already playing it. The
Everybody
only difference is
wasn't already
everybody
playing
knows who everybody's
Everybody wasn't already
playing.
playing it.
Yeah,
'Cause I can go back into a time on my Snapchat where I don't even see nothing about Fortnite. Now Fortnite has a dedicated channel on Snapchat. Before Drake played it,
yeah, but that's
no
because
one knew what the fuck the
Snapchat
game
is
was.
garbage. They're
No,
just
but I'm
trying to be
saying,
hip.
No one knew what the game was. And even you said so until Drake and people realized, oh shit, Drake's on fucking
No,
Fortnite.
way before.
You even said when news started covering Drake.
That's the
being on
news.
Fortnite,
That doesn't. That we're just gonna have to disagree because I disagree that Drake that people finding out Drake's on the game is making them play. There was Fortnite was always Fortnite was already by the time
a bunch of other consumers.
I disagree. By the time
brought in a whole bunch of other consumers.
Strongly disagree. By the time by the time the whole Drake and Ninja thing happened, there were already millions of people playing Fortnite at the time.
Many millions of people. Now it's tens of millions of people.
Okay, Drake didn't make the difference.
So basically, saying Drake has no control over.
Control? No.
I'm saying it has no kind of fan influence on how many.
Very small compared to what it already did.
Motherfucking mind, nigga.
Bruh, it was people on Fortnite. It was millions. That was the reason Fortnite was already big because it was free compared to PUBG. Just because Snapchat makes a channel about it, nobody cares about Snapchat anymore. They're doing whatever they can to survive.
They didn't have no PUBG channel, and PUBG was big as fuck.
Because they're doing what they can to survive.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro.
You can't name Snapchat as a barometer for how popular something is. Snapchat's not even popular anymore.
They have websites dedicated to fucking Fortnite news. There was no fucking websites dedicated to Fortnite news. You go down YouTube feeds, if you go down YouTube Gaming, everybody's playing Fortnite now. Why? Because Drake was on Fortnite.
No, because it's free and you can get views.
There's a lot of free games
free
out there
and you can get
views.
Because nobody cares about it, but it was free.
Why do you think everybody's getting plays now? Why do you think everybody's playing the game and getting views now?
Trying to get views. You gotta ride the wave.
Why do you think
you riding the wave? That's just like the fucking Golden State Warriors.
Who do you think made the wave? Period.
Fortnite.
No, nigga.
Fortnite was already up.
No, nigga.
Fortnite was already up.
There was nobody playing Fortnite games though like that, my nigga.
Yes, there were.
No, there wasn't.
Yes, there were.
There was not, bro.
Yes, there were.
No, there wasn't, bro.
Yes, there were.
I wholeheartedly disagree with you.
Yes, they were.
I wholeheartedly disagree with you.
Fortnite was
until
Fortnite was
Drake playing that
you
shit.
You put way too much stock in Drake.
I'm not even saying
you put way too. There were people. There were millions of people on Fortnite before the Drake thing happened.
Ain't had fucking Hotline Bling was almost a #1 song. And has who knows how many downloads.
Hotline Bling.
So we're gonna
music
like
industry and game industry are two very different things.
But when you talk about the mainstream, Drake can influence the mainstream. Can he not?
Games aren't mainstream.
Can he not?
Games are mainstream music.
Can he not influence the mainstream?
He doesn't affect games.
So you don't.
If Drake said he played GTA right now, he's not finna add a million
because Drake was on the song.
What?
So niggas wasn't talking about going up on a Tuesday because Drake wasn't on the song.
Okay, you're talking about a song in a video game who are in two different industries and are affected in two different ways.
We're talking about Drake as a person being an influencer. That's what we're
in
saying.
Music.
And anything, period, because he's so big at this point.
No.
Boy, you fucking wildin',
no.
Bro. You was fucking wildin', bro.
He can influence from music, but he's not finna change the life of the people making Fortnite. That game was already big by the time he got on it.
They was big, but the way when he got on it, it fucking stratosphered, my
No, they were already there. PUBG has been PUBG has been second place for like 6 months.
No, they were not there, my nigga. No, they weren't, bro.
Yes.
No, they fucking weren't, bro.
Yes.
No, they weren't, bro.
Yes. PUBG was.
I wholeheartedly disagree with you.
Well, you're just wrong.
No,
we're gonna have to disagree because Fortnite was already patching in stuff week after week.
Nigga, a lot of games patching shit.
No, not PUBG. PUBG. There's a lot of games that don't update for months at a time. No, there's just people who don't. No, games do not update week after week. Like Fortnite, they're working on it constantly. PUBG. It'll be the same for like 4 months at a time, and then it's like, oh yeah, we got a new map. Oh yeah, you can now climb through windows. Like Fortnite's adding in dances and Thanos and shit. Like that was already before Drake. If Ninja was the biggest streamer on there,
Drake just the fact with his Fortnite Battle Royale Trish debut.
Yeah, the stream.
The stream.
That's so you don't think
stream. Him setting records didn't have any effect with with
That's the stream.
the nigga who he played with gained more than 50,000 subscribers that night alone.
That's the stream. That's not users.
Fucking, he has over 635 concurrent viewers.
Viewers, not people playing the game.
Hold on, let me see.
Let's move on to the next thing. What else you got?
You wrong as fuck.
Nah, you just love Drake too much. It's okay. It's because you love light skinned people.
You wrong.
You will die with them.
You wrong as fuck.
You just a Drake lover. It's
you
okay.
Wrong as fuck.
You're just a Drake lover.
They don't make memes about random.
You're just a Drake
They
lover.
don't make memes about random ass shit. You wrong as fuck, nigga. You and that other nigga was wrong.
You're
Anyways,
dumb.
my whole thought process was
you put too much stock in Drake. I don't care.
I don't even remember what my thought process was because you so
Because
fucking wrong. It threw out my train
You didn't
of thought.
prove anything.
I proved. Nigga,
You didn't prove anything.
I just read you. He set the world Twitch record. So you don't think him playing the
Twitch
game?
record for streams,
even-
not users.
You don't even think he? All right. Oh my god.
Oh, so you're just gonna abandon the podcast?
No, I'm not gonna abandon him. I'm trying to look this shit up.
Just move on to the next thing. Giving us dead air.
Whatever, nigga.
All right,
I'm
well,
trying to find the next thing.
that's the end of the Space City Brothers podcast. Tevin is wrong and he's upset now.
You a bitch nigga.
See, he's upset now. He's resorting to
you.
name calling because he's
you.
upset. He ruined last podcast. Now he's ruining this one.
You wrong.
He's just sad.
Zelda would get his ass whooped in a real sword fight. I don't know.
You
why.
do realize
He has
Zelda is a woman.
No, Link. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that shit.
Dumbass.
Link would get his ass whooped in a real sword fight.
See now you're just saying things.
No, Link would get his ass whipped in a real sword fight.
What are you talking about?
Link has no formal sword training.
Depends on which game.
All of them.
No.
Which game does he have formal sword training? Does he have a person that teaches him a sword fight?
1, Twilight Princess. Okay.
Nobody give a fuck about that shit.
2, Breath of the Wild. He was the greatest swordsman in the land.
How many swordsmen were in the land?
He was the best one. He was literally the knight appointed
If
to
Drake was in the land, he
listen.
could beat him.
See, that's your problem. You keep trying to talk over people while they're talking. You're ruining the podcast.
No.
He was the greatest swordsman in the land. He was appointed to protect Princess Zelda in the pending resurrection of Ganon. So yeah,
I shouldn't probably make
Invalid.
statements unless I actually fucking play the games.
yeah. So you just shut
I
the
was
hell
just
up.
talking shit.
Yeah. So think of something worth talking about because you didn't even bother researching. You just continuously just ruining this podcast.
Who do you think was a better '90s R&B group? Like, who do you think had the best?
That's tough because there's so many groups that I don't have a good grasp on. Like 3LW, I can't tell you off my head any of their songs.
3LW is not nowhere near.
Like
Top three. You
3LW,
talking about the group with the girl with the lisp?
even TL. The only I can name you straight up like 3 TLC songs. I can't name you that many of pretty much nobody else except for like I can name 2 Blackstreet songs. If I had to say anybody, it's Boyz II Men.
That's what I was thinking too just now. Either Boyz II Men or Jodeci.
I would think 112.
I just have
I would think
eyes.
112 over Jodeci.
You would think 112 over Jodeci?
See, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. I can't name you that many Jodeci songs off the top.
I can't name you that many 112, but 112 got it with that Cupid. Cupid's so hard.
I'm gonna have to tell you, 112 was getting way heavier radio play than Jodeci to my memory of nostalgia. Like 112 had way more play than Jodeci.
I mean, I know 112 from like Peaches and Cream, and that one.
Let's
song
Get
with
Married.
Biggie. Let's Get Married. Was that 112 too?
See, I can't tell you off the top. I'd have to do a deep dive.
Right. Oh, okay. So here's a better question.
Fuck, we just lost this game. This house just lost. I know I didn't want to watch it. And Steph
50
Curry
Cent
knocking
songs
out
still
shit.
hit hard. I was listening to the Massacre, even though like niggas don't like talking about the Massacre.
No, I love the Massacre.
You like
I
The
had
Massacre?
Dog. I had that whole burned. I wrote G Unit on the CD. I freaking colored on the CD. Dog, Massacre was like the last 50 Cent I cared about.
Honestly, because I don't know why niggas didn't give a fuck about Until I Self-Destruct or Self-Destruct. That shit was
no. It was too late. He was faded out once. So he made the Get Rich or Die Trying movie album.
Yeah.
And it was like, guy, you already had an album called Get Rich or Die Trying. Why did you just call it something else?
It was like, oh, different song. It was literally the same song. Like,
and then like the movie tracks.
Yeah.
And it's like, why didn't you just you should just made a different album.
Or get people to be on the album.
Or you could have did it like Black Panthers. I don't know. No, he could have did it like American Gangster.
With Jay-Z?
Yeah, because Jay-Z didn't get, like, that wasn't the official album for the movie, but it's like he was allowed to use all the
samples and shit.
Yeah, he was allowed to use the sound bites. So
I've never seen that movie. I've still not seen that movie. I don't know why.
What are you doing with your life?
I don't know why I haven't seen it.
What are you doing with your life?
It's hard for me to sit there and watch gangster flicks. Unless it's like, I watch Goodfellas and I watch.
How you can watch Goodfellas but not American Gangster?
I don't know, bro. I watch
American
Goodfellas
Gangster was way doper, and it was real.
I need to go watch it.
That shit was, all the other shit, all that white shit is fictional. American Gangster was real.
Either.
You've seen Scarface.
I've not seen Scarface.
You've seen Scarface.
I've not seen Scarface.
You've seen Scarface.
I promise you, bro.
Guy, I had the DVD from your house.
That don't mean I watched it. I've never seen it, bro. I can't tell you. I can tell you up until he almost gets killed in the bathroom. After that, I don't know what the fuck else happened.
How the hell you not seen Scarface?
I just never watched it before. It's hard for me to sit down and watch movies. So if you tell me to sit down and watch a gangster flick, I don't know why gangster flick. Unless it's like,
okay,
I got ADHD. I got ADHD.
I don't know how you haven't seen Scarface or American Gangster. Everybody's seen Scarface.
I've never seen Scarface, bro.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
You are.
It's weird. I've never seen Scarface. Niggas be like, oh, don't you love the Scarface movie?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's watchable. It's a good watch.
Yeah.
But I mean, in the end, he ruins everything.
There's some weird incestuous relationship with his sister.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's not what happened.
I mean, that wasn't what happened, but niggas is like, you acting kind of weird, bro.
No, that's not what happened. It was he didn't want Manny with his sister because he knew who Manny was and what Manny had done, which was the same shit he'd done. So he didn't want his sister mixed up in it.
Oh, so that makes a lot of sense. Then he's just being weird.
And then he goes to Manny's house. It's like, where the fuck you been? And his sister is in the house naked with a robe on. And he's so high on coke and angry and paranoid, he just shoots Manny on the spot.
Then drags his sister out. Is this what you want, Tony? Huh? Is this what you want me all to yourself? What are you doing, man? God.
That was the thing. She kept fucking with the shit he kept telling her not to.
Which is what people always do.
Yeah, he was like, why are you in the club? Why are you in the club sniffing cocaine and having a dude fill up on you? However, it's like, I told you not to come by this. And what you do, you come by this.
I mean, like, she wasn't supposed to. This is Miami in the 80s. If I was in Miami in the 80s, I'm pretty sure I have like a small coke habit. If you're in a club,
you probably shouldn't be admitting that.
If you're in a club in Miami,
first of all,
if you're in a club in Miami in the 80s,
no,
you got to be a really strong-willed man.
I am now. It's called being an asshole. Okay, I have no problem telling people no.
I'd probably have like a small one, not like I don't be sucking nobody's dick for no coke. But
no, you don't get to have
out coke.
Nah, you don't get to have a small one. you don't get to choose how cocaine escalates you.
I be one of those little casual coke users.
Nah,
just be at work taking bumps and shit. Like,
nah, you think you would be? That's how they all start. It's casual.
Oh man, speaking of drugs, tell me why I was gonna take some do something to my little brother or whatever, right? And I'm driving through this neighborhood, and it was all Bissonnette. I just see 4 crackheads just posted up on the side of this building, just doing drugs in the open.
Yeah, it's called Bissonnette.
Bro, that's exactly where the fuck I was, dog.
What happened, Bissonnette?
Bro, I'm just like, what the fuck? Why? I was like, there's a lot of people outside around here.
They
dog.
don't care.
And I was like, yo,
they doing their thing.
There's just one old lady just on the sidewalk, just staring at the cars go by. I was like, I hope nobody just dropped this old lady off.
Yeah, they doing their thing.
Bro, But the four crackheads, that wasn't even the first time I seen that shit. We went to San Antonio, driving around trying to get to the to my brother's apartment. Just see a group of people just doing drugs in like this little bus area. Like, just one guy pulled up and was like, "Hey, give me some of that." And I was like,
that's generally what happens.
Let's get the fuck out of San
places.
Antonio. San Antonio's real nice downtown.
Nah, downtown was a lot of people, just like sitting on the street, just people homeless and stuff. Especially where I was on the Riverwalk, since that's this tourist area.
I'm mad they call that shit the Riverwalk.
I mean, it's a river and you walk next to it. What else you gonna call it?
I don't know why I thought the river was supposed to be some glamorous. I was like,
it was whack.
That's a fucking drainage ditch. Fuck out.
It was messed up because I tried to go to like well, it was when I first got to the hotel and I was just kind of trying to get a feel for the area, so I was walking around. And I got to the Riverwalk and I was like, so there's just like no safety bar. Like, so if I walk if I walk around somebody and they just push me, I'm just falling in the water like a chump. I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling this at all. and then like
that shit do run. That shit do run. So nigga, you definitely getting swept a few feet. You're not just gonna fall in and be like, oh, I'm good. You definitely going a little bit, at least 3 to 5 yards down the river before you can get out.
And then like I went to CVS to get
river in air quotes.
I went to CVS to get some water, and it was like some blocks away. Even though me being a genius, there was literally a Walgreens like the very next block up. It was just a Walgreens right there, but I only looked for CVS and it was like blocks away, and it was after I left the movies, so it was like 9 or 10 o'clock, and that was like the only one open. And I had walked past one on my way in and didn't think to go into it because I had a jacket with me for when I went to the movies. Here's the part that sucks: the movie was warm as hell, and it wasn't cold at all for whatever reason.
Bro, that whole fucking little area.
So it was warm in the movies. That made me mad, but I never took off the jacket. And then
I never took off the jacket.
But then I ended up walking back because my phone wouldn't. The Lyft app wouldn't for whatever reason, the Lyft app wouldn't work. Like I couldn't search anything to get, to be able to get back. And so I ended up just walking back. And I was like, man, I'm not trying to walk to CVS and then be having to carry like two bags of like giant water bottles and a jacket. And I was like, so I'm just gonna drop off my stuff and then come back out and go to CVS. So I ended up walking to the CVS and instead of walking like waiting on the street, I was like, okay, CVS is on the Riverwalk. I'll just walk down the Riverwalk back to the hotel. And then man, just a bunch of fat people and whole families are on the Riverwalk. So shit was so annoying. So I'm just stuck walking. I'm just stuck walking slow behind like a bunch of people. It was so annoying. And then like there was like a whole like 30-yard stretch and it was just pitch black because there was just no lights. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is so whack.
Oh my god! Ooh, gotta pick my song for the night.
So the Riverwalk is whack. San Antonio.
Yeah. San Antonio's not.
If you take away Six Flags, it's like I really have no reason to go there.
It's like Florida. You take away,
but at least with Florida, you can like go ride jet skis at the beach or something. And in San Antonio, all you got is like regular Texas stuff that you can also do in Houston, and then Six Flags. That's about it. If you don't go to Six Flags, then there's no reason to go to San Antonio unless you go watch the Spurs play.
Which who the fuck wants to watch that shit? You can watch a bunch of niggas at the rec center play Spurs ball.
No, you can't. No, you literally cannot.
Yeah, you can.
You know why? Because the Spurs pass the ball. Niggas at the rec do not pass the ball.
And the 30 and up group, they do.
No, there's just the one dude who's like 25 and he's not passing the ball.
I mean, because he's a young buck. They call him Young Buck.
He's not passing the ball.
Young buck.
Or the dude who played who played in high school in like '93.
I would have went pro if I just kept my knee. I couldn't keep my knee together. I was out here in these streets, and they try to lecture you about not being in the streets all the time. Yet,
and he's like 60 pounds overweight.
Yeah. Yet they're still in the streets. And he wants to do post up shots and shit. Right here, right.
So when me and my cousin used to go to the HBD station at night to hoop.
Did I hit that shit right on the head?
What?
Well, I said the old nigga who wants to do post up shots. That's it.
I'm not listening to you. When me and my cousin used to go to the HBD at night to hoop.
In 20 years, the old nigga just doing post up shots.
No. When we used to go at night to hoop, there was one dude who would always be like that. Like, yeah, I used to do. And then like he just wouldn't score, and then he'd be mad and leave, or like somehow my cousin would say something to him, and then they'd get into it. And it's like, okay, it's like we're definitely not supposed to be here. So can you kind of chill?
Oh man.
And then I would after we went, because he would pick me up to go there, and so later, that was like during the summer, and then later into the summer I would just go myself, and if he didn't go, and then I started trying to invite people to it, and they were like, I was like, yeah, just roll with me, you just come to my apartment. They were like, where you going? I was like, oh yeah, the HPD. They're like, nah, I'm not going. Stop being a bitch.
I wouldn't either.
No, but we're going at night. 1, 2, there's almost nobody around. The only time you see somebody around is like we've seen people getting booked because of the jail there, but you'd be like, oh, you'd be like, hey, how y'all doing? They'd be like, oh, they just wave and they just like all the people who are around just doing their own thing, or they're actually going to hoop, so nobody cares.
Nigga just walks into a room full of cops and just makes himself know, hey, what's up? Hey,
nah, because it's like
on patrol.
It's just the gym. So, and then like you didn't go through the building. There was like a back door, and they would always prop the door open. So if the door is open, you just walk in. If it's not, you just knock on the window and somebody lets you in. Because nobody in uniform actually came into the gym unless it was like somebody who usually hoops, and they're just like seeing what's going on, because it was relatively consistent, but you might be able to go there at 9 and hoop, or you might go there and end up, or you might have to wait till like midnight to hoop. Like I've been up there at like 2 a.m. and we hooping, because like that's just when people showed up at like midnight.
When we find out HBD just leave their doors unlocked for random niggas to come.
Well, probably not anymore, because the sergeant started coming, and then like it was a dude who
don't tell me this nigga had warrants.
No, it was a dude who I hooped with him at like the at Windsor Village at KBC when at the open gym. I've hooped with him there before, so he started going. I guess he was bringing people with him, and like he was arguing with. This was like in October, so it was colder. But like he started arguing with somebody, and then they get into it, then he like pulls out a money clip. He's like, man, I put this right here that you can't beat me. And on the very outside of it was like a $50 bill. So we were all sitting on like the benches, because we were basically done hooping. So he throws it down and he gets up and walks up to the dude. I was just like, I wonder what would happen if I just picked that up and left. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna risk it. And then
anything nigga pull out a money clip is not somebody you just want, whose money you just want to take.
He pulled it out. He threw it down in front of him, and then he got up and walked 20 feet away to get into the dude's face. And then the sergeant got pissed off. He was like, man, I'm tired of y'all sneaking up in here. Anyway, oh, y'all get the hell out. Don't ever come back. And I was like, well, Sarge said go, so I'm just gonna go. We just gonna leave.
So he started calling people to come make us leave and shit.
Nah, it was just he just pulled out his cuffs and started writing people tickets for trespass and shit. That was the last time I went there and said, y'all get the hell out. I'm tired. Y'all sneaking in here anyway. I was like, yep. Well, jig is up.
He'd be like, nigga, how we sneaking in and you leaving the door open?
I'm not coming back here anymore.
See, I can't be in the presence of a cop.
I mean, he actually let us in a couple times. Yeah. Well, he let like me in a couple times. He's like, oh, you gonna? I was like, yeah, I'm going to the gym. I just don't got the key. He's like, oh, okay.
Didn't ask who the fuck you were.
No, I did. As long as you did, really, they didn't care as long as you didn't do nothing. But they came in there starting, trying to argue and start fights and stuff. Like I was going there for months. Like my cousin started taking me up there in like June when I was still living on camp. Like when I was still on campus before they made us move out. Man, I was going up there all the way until October. Like I was going there week after week. So going up there wasn't a problem, but like I didn't do nothing. I just hooped, never got into it with nobody. Somebody found me, was like, hey, that's a foul. Come on.
Everybody disagrees. Yeah, that's foul.
Yeah, it's just like regular who's like, hey, that's a foul. Nah, that's not a travel. That's a travel. It's like, okay, let's just shoot for it. But I never was like, man, I'll whoop your ass. Nothing like that. Because that doesn't, what does that do?
You pull out of money clips, this definitely means you're going to put yourself on someone's radar.
Yeah. And
who the fuck just has money clips with 50s in it?
No. Well, we couldn't go up there anymore, so he ruined it for everybody. So thanks a lot, you asshole.
Fucker. I never know. No.
He's probably not listening to this podcast.
Dog, nah.
Yeah, but he ruined that.
Probably fucking fight with niggas over basketball right now.
And then like the freaking I wonder if they still do open gym at Windsor. I stopped going to that because they were doing some BS. They tried to kick out my homie because somebody else like punched him, and then he got fired up and was ready to fight him, and so he kicked out my homie. I was like, you ain't gonna kick out both of them? And then he was like, nah, you gotta leave now. And then my homeboy was like, hey, somebody give me a ride home. And nobody said anything. I was like, so all y'all supposed to be cool with him, but yet nobody gonna get. I was like, all right. I was like, hey, bro, just come on. And so I just took him and his brother, and just left. And that was the last time I went up there.
That's some whole shit. That's why you can't be friends with niggas. I'm not friends with niggas I don't really know. Like, I'm not friends with none of my coworkers. Hell no. I know niggas not in my department. Now, if you're outside of my department, I'm cool with you. If you're inside my apartment, it's like one dude who I'm really cool with in my department. Everybody else is just like,
Fucking Rockets lose. They better win this game.
All right, but you ready for the song of the podcast? My dramatic reading.
So you gonna say the right thing?
No, I'm not.
And you probably gonna do it wrong anyway, huh?
Probably. So my dramatic reading. I wonder if you can guess it. I want you to guess it at the end of the
No, we're not.
I want you to guess it.
No, we're not.
At least off air.
We're not.
Y'all need to open your ears up and soak this game up.
Oh, wait, is this part of the reading?
Yes.
Okay.
If nobody don't know you, I'm gonna make you famous. There's 24 carats, but it shine like stainless. Just look at how the diamonds complement my fingers. Yes, indeed. Shit choking me. Woo! I need a breath to breathe. Chasing with the Hennessy. And that's how G's play it. Especially when them hoes shaking their ass in the DJ. Hip hop had to do it big, give him some leeway. Insecurity, stop tripping. You niggas be easy. Yes, sir. It's the bubble right here. Y'all all beautiful women. If you're insecure.
This guy bumps into the mic.
I did.
Trash.
Like that last part. Y'all all beautiful women. If you're insecure. Timeless.
That is Insecure by Issa Rae.
Oh man. I should be downtown flipping all the way to you.
Alright, here we go. Need to drink some water. You don't get the reference. All right.
I do actually. It's in the back of my head, but I can see it.
You had to say it. You can say that reference.
Oh fuck! I can see it, but I can't. Like, you can see it, but you can't see it.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Fuck. Damn, it's like I know what it is, but I can't. Can't.
It's Mickey Facts on the Light Up freestyle.
Oh yeah.
Because he playing, he's like, I take all this smirk off. He's like, get a drink, some water. Me and Brandon love the shot. All right, here you go. By any means, my enemy is in plenty reach. So if the need is get him linked to get a lead, then shit'll lean. Like, literally hit them clean until they clean off the mirror. Like, shit is me. And then I'm trying to regroup thoughts. All these plans that I was making to get me moved off and didn't know it right. Now that I know it right, I'm ducking cameras on the corners trying to blow the lights. Blowing lights, cars covered in scars, cutting the smog.
This nigga sound like he doing a freeform.
And the smoke screens under the stars. What a facade. When the smoke seems up and beyond, I bust a Yui. I'm old school. All of my slang is that truly.
You gotta do it more like the freeform poet.
Part of me, if I'm different, part of me's reminiscent, and that part of me's 2020. So part of me wouldn't miss it. Part of me Montclair. Part of me is nautical sweats. Part of me's by the stairs. Part of me's on a jet.
I hate freeform poetry so much.
Come on, you get stop. This is your problem.
You just kicked it out. That shit.
You gotta shut the hell up while people try. This is what you did last podcast. You're talking over me while I'm trying to talk. You gotta let me talk. I let you recite chores with no interruption, but you're just gonna interrupt me.
I said you gotta do more freeform. Part of me.
It's dramatic rap readings, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry.
There's no format. Just don't rap it. Son of a bitch.
Sound like he was on Death Poetry Channel.
It's dramatic rap readings. That's the point. That's literally the point. The whole point was from me listening to an episode about Death Poetry Channel. And it reminded me of the white dude reciting Soulja Boy. All right, I'm finished. So shut the hell up.
That shit was hilarious.
Piece of shit.
That shit was hilarious.
All right, shut up. Silence.
Okay, I'll stop.
Do I need to turn off your mic?
Probably.
Shut up. My mic is a conditioner mic. Still picks it up. But all the me, the embodiment of a Yankee fitted, the only one who was riding up with a Yankee in it. Fuck it though. Chalk it up to the rap. Nobody introduced me to Nia, so now I'm back like, can it all be so simple now? Can it be? When everyone that you a fan of is a fan of me? I use that to try to see just what this fandom be. And if it don't go as planned, then I just plan to leave. Leave it before it turns, and they swear it didn't. By any means, you saw the difference. Raised as a witness, like Jill Scott and the Jacksons, but born the day before Christmas. Oh shit, I'm probably backwards. I'm living out of a rapper. Gold ones, to be honest. With big XLs all over them, if you jocking. Wink. Just being honest. Something nobody ever is. Relevant problems because the problem is relevance. Invincible like the memo section. Motherfuckers shoulder reading, just trying to get a reflection. By any means, I'm trying to make it all make sense. Or talk money on the beat so we can all pay rent.
Oh, they can't hear me.
Yeah, you got turned down. Cause you
Dog, that shit I said do more freeforms. You
have no respect. I don't know why you just keep trying to talk over people while they're talking.
That shit was hilarious, dog.
You have a problem. You have a problem.
Oh my god, that nigga just went on 10 when I said do it more freeform.
You have a problem.
And then this nigga.
You need to learn some podcast etiquette.
Shit.
They're not trying to hear you complain about my dramatic rap reading. They gotta hear the rap reading.
I was just saying I would hear more free because it sounded good. I was like, I wonder if you do more free form with it sound.
Well, you wait till after I'm done. Just for that, I'm gonna do another one. I'm doing a two.
You gotta do it like. And I thought that And yes, sir, the devil's right here, and all of your beautiful women are insecure. That's that freeform shit. She says she loves me. She says she loves me, so she clings to me even when I want to be left.
Okay, I got my next one.
Okay.
Well, start looking up your next one. We're doing two first.
We're gonna do two first.
Yeah, because I'm cutting out the whole Drake thing.
Don't be a hoe.
Don't cut that shit out.
Don't be a hoe.
Okay.
That was a real in-depth conversation.
No, it wasn't.
About
we
Why are we talking about? We talking about.
We literally got nowhere in that conversation. We literally just entrenched further into our sides. So I'm just cutting it out. All right,
Germany and Britain.
This is the next one.
Germany and Russia.
I'm getting hungry. All right, shush. Really?
I'm sorry. I couldn't. It's like
stop. Shut the hell up. Golly, you have
it out.
just there's no courtesy. Terrible co-host. Killing your idols one word at a time. While I was killing y'all's, I was also murdering mine. Indeed, I'm all it be. I squeeze accordingly. If a fave should get caught in between, then all it means is meaning it was never enough for me to want to wish through. Fistful of dollars, ignorance is so blissful. But every part of me just want to see how much the fists do. If this be a problem, then I'm missing all the signals. You can miss me with the mistakes, cause my reality is the meaning of misplaced. Kitchen tables need decorating. I'm decorated. The china be there, but all the feelings is misplaced. And this may lead to a decay of beautiful thoughts. If I could race through all the traits in the beautiful Porsche, then I'll erase through the change they refuse to restore. And pitfalls in the poetry, truthfully yours.
Elegant. Just so elegant.
Man, I'm hungry.
Poop, buddy scoop.
Did not expect that whatsoever.
Scoop, diddy whoop. Whoop, diddy scoop, diddy poop. Buddy scoop, buddy. Scoopity whoop. Whoopity scoop, whoopity poop. Poop diddy, whoop scoop, poop poop. Scoop diddy whoop. Whoop diddy scoop. Scoop diddy whoop. Scoop. Poop. Thank you.
Alright, what's your real one?
That's my real one.
No, what's your real one?
That's what I want to do.
No, what's your real one?
That's the one I want.
No, what's your real one? Don't waste any more of my goddamn time. What's your real one?
Oh man. Okay. You're just not gonna expect. You're not gonna accept.
Don't read no fucking poopity scoop shit. Stupid ass Kanye prank song. That song makes me think that he's Itachi more than Anakin Skywalker now.
Why that song?
Because I don't think that was like a serious thing for him to make. I think he was just like, you know what? I stirred up all this controversy. I'm gonna put something out just to fuck with people. Like he literally did that to troll people.
But it's fucked up because in the beginning it's hard as shit, and you just wait for him to come in with some hard lyrics, and he's like, "Whoop diddy scoop, whoop diddy scoop." And nobody was in the studio. He must have did that shit by himself. Ain't nobody could have been in the studio with him.
Yeah, see, he did that because he knows he's an influencer, so he just did that to fuck with people because he knows there's going to be a subset of people who's going to defend that to death.
Whoop diddy scoop. Niggas will make it think pieces talking about what did Kanye West really mean by whoop diddy scoop.
He probably was like going back and watching Chappelle's show. It's like, you know what? I should fuck with people. Like, this will be hilarious. There's no way he was 100% serious about that.
I'm willing to die for this shit. I've done cried for this shit. Might take a lie for this shit. Put the Bible down and go eye for an eye for this shit. DOT, my enemy, won't catch a vibe for this shit. Hey, I've been stomped out in front of my mama.
How you gonna laugh through your own reading? You are trash.
My daddy commissary
So
made it to commas, bitch. All my grandma's dead, so ain't nobody praying for me. I'm on your head. Hey. 30 million later, You know the feds watching. Auntie Telegram telling me to be cautious. I be hanging out at Tams. I be on Stockton. I don't do it for the gram. I do it for Space City. I'm willing to die for this shit, nigga. I will take your fucking life for this shit, nigga. We ain't going back to broke. The whole family selling dope. That's why you made me ass rap niggas better know. If I have to slap a pussy ass nigga, I'm gonna make it look sexy. If I have to go hard on a bitch, I'm going to make it look sexy. Pull up, how about hair out, made it look sexy. They won't take me out of element. No, they won't take me out of my element.
No, because that's way too obvious what that is.
What? No, I'm not doing it again. I've done 3.
No, you can't be.
I've done 2.
You've done 2. You can't be super obvious though. Like you say the name of 3. The song in it.
I've done 3.
No, Poopity Scoop don't count. That bullshit don't count. You can't. That was way too obvious.
Oh my fucking.
You failed that one. No, you're not doing the other one.
Okay, then I'm done. Fuck it.
I'm just saying that was way too obvious.
It's not way too obvious.
The point,
up to the end.
The point. Yeah, it was obvious. The first 2 lines.
Maybe we don't have any fans of his here.
You see, the difference is I have the professionalism to remain stoic and not loudly talk over you into the mic as you're trying to do it. I just let you talk. That was too obvious. And then you said the name is in it.
It fucks up at the end.
It was very obvious.
But whatever. That was a good read.
The fun of it is that people don't know what it is.
I thought the fun of it was the way we read it.
Nah. It's a little more fun if they gotta like figure it out.
If we could figure out, we could just write lyrics from obscure ass songs. And anyways, you got anything?
Rockets and 6.
Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on iTunes. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us. We have a Patreon. Go hit up the Patreon. Everything Space City Bros, Space City Brothers. Listen to us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio, Google Play, Spotify coming soon. Shout out to the fams. Shout out to the friends of the show. Shit, we might get some merch eventually. I'm thinking of t-shirt ideas and shit that I want to do. And
punk ass Aaron still hasn't tweeted us.
And I'm gonna leave y'all with some words from Currency. Anybody can be somebody.
Real talk, nigga, all facts. Look how I run it up. Look how I run it up. Look how I'm coming up. I wish you was one of us. See how that money come? Paper cut fingers from counting that money up. Praying emojis. The blessings keep coming. I know I can't have enough. Never on E. Took off on haters. There's no need to gas me up. I'm patting my lead. I'm too far ahead and there's no way you catching up.